Oh, hey, there we go. Look at that. We're here. And it's Maryland. And another duel. So let's just see. Come on, let's get this game rolling. Okay, sorry. And another duel. So, all right, a little bit of maintenance stuff happening, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, here comes turn one. Of course, as we know, I can't see Dick all diddly on turn one. We'll just make sure the map is good. And the map looks good. Yes, sir. Okay, we'll exit. I'll make sure these guys are up and running. Are we up and running? Are we up and running? Da, 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 da. And let's toss out a little more advertising. La di da di da di da di da. Here we are. And one more place. One more place. Here we go. Okay. That should cover it. And back to the stream. Okay. So we just hang on. Like I got maintenance. Maintenance. What's going on here? There we go. Winter TGA file. Winter TGA file. Okay. I gotta get the dude. Dude needs Slinky Linky. Oh, wrong thing. Dude needs Slinky for the map. Holiday Dota needs the map. Here we are. Okay, so we got a slight delay. Well, it's my ungodly time you were streaming at. Well, it's 4 o'clock for me in the afternoon. It's a good time for me, not bad. They're playing late, I think. Pretty late. Hello, Jacob. Welcome back. Anyways, we'll be just a minute or two while we deal with some minor technical difficulties. I need one of those old things I used to see on the TV back in the days of antennas and all that crap. VHS. VHF, not VHS. He's finished his turn. Has he finished his turn? He has finished his turn. Yes, yeah. Raga? There's no Raga. Oh, never mind. That's something else. I got too many things going on. Holy crap. But technical difficulties should be solved very, very soon. Very, 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 very soon. In the interim, let us look at what is this thing? Oh yeah, okay. That's not the one we want. Come on, do. This one? Okay. Maybe that one. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so here's the tournament as it currently stands. There we go. Good. Well, I'm glad you caught it. So this is bracket 1. We are on the second round and the second game of the second round. Kyuumann and Ermor. I have a slight spelling error here. Fix that. Australian? Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense. I don't know his time zone, but yeah. Well, anyways, they sorted it out, and I said, if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. But I am here. No mercs. Yes. And do we have a turn? So let's get this out of the way. Holiday should be. He's working on his turn right now. Anyways, we can go back to the pretty picture of the tournament. So we are getting, turns up. I hear the ding-a-ling. Dong, dong, dong. Talk about the bing dong. All right. Now, what can we see? What can we see? Here we are. Pythium. I have Sias on the sheet. I thought they fixed that. I thought they got me squared away there. I don't know. I'll look at that in a minute, Si. Let me just have a quick look. So we got an Eater of the Moon awake. We've got pretty not so bad scales, really. All things considered, paying for an awake. So that's Pythium, which is Holiday Dota. And Ermor has, yes, toilet scales with an awake great sage. Alrighty. That's understandable. Now, let me see if I could sort out what you mean here by I have Silence and Sabblecat. Do I have them flipped for their match? I thought I had that one right. I've got Silence as Ashdod and Sabblecat. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's kind of funny. I better square that. Oh, where are we? Yes, okay. Typos. All right, that's squared away. So I've got that squared away now. See? There it is. There it is. No, it's right. Good as rain. All right, they might be waiting for me. I better confirm. They're not, but I'll leave and come back. So we looked at, briefly, we looked at pretenders are both awake. The East will prevail. The Eater of the Moon. And brain turn off. Oh, brain turn off is the name of the great sage. No capitals or anything. Well, that makes sense. Sage over gray ones is odd. I suppose. Well, I am not an Ermor player. So, well, the gray ones split the death magic, right? But you don't really need the higher level death magic. So that's what happened to us in All Stars. Is I was sort of torn about the gray ones after we got them. D3, yeah. If D3 is all you need, you might be okay. So we got an expansion. Actually, I need to do my little maintenance tricky. Okay, so we got one expansion for Ermor, one lictor already. So we should be able to see his bless. So let's make a note of the bless here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, bless. And the prophet. Magic weapons, shock resist. So I'll write out the bless here for people who are coming in. I have to go do this over here. So this is Ermor bless. And we have magic weapons. Shock resist 15, regen, undead regen. And BV. All right. We done? We're done with looking at that. And the turn's up, so I'll get the other bless right away here. I don't want these, so I'm going to have to move on. All right, these guys are moving fast. Very fast. So I'll get you the Pythium bless here as soon as I spot one. I gotta pop out, pop back in. All right, let's go find a Pythium. So 2 expansions for Pythium. And what do we have here? Do we have anything? We don't have anything sacred, so we can't see the bless. All right, we have Gladiators and Rotarius. Well, we can't see that bless either. So we don't know his bless. No, we don't know Pythium's bless. And I don't think we got anything too amazing. Well, I don't know if you could assume that people know how to combine the right things to go against certain nations in a duel. Some do, and some don't. You know, we've got skills all over the place. So I've seen, and yeah, I've seen bizarre matchups and good matchups. I didn't see the prophet. Did you see him? Oh, there he is. Good stuff. Let's go write this down. Thank you. I didn't spot him. I'm jumping back and forth among screens, so it's a little tricky here. So, Pythium bless. We have magic weapons, Regen Vig, +2, and MR +3. Alrighty, there you go. Anyways, there's nothing much else to see here. And I don't think I'm going to have an awful lot of time to watch fights. So, jumping back out now. This one, he used just Gladiators from Tarius. Okay. Hard for Pythium? Could be. What's the 1/4 on cap only? I'm not following. Oh, 1 in 4 randoms for fire? I'm guessing. Well, this is Holiday Dota, who's playing Pythium. So if that was who you talked to, is Sataris. I haven't had any time to comment on anything anybody's building or doing or whatever. I mean, they're doing what they're doing, and I'm just watching them. So same one Lictor, same long deads. I don't think we got anything too much to see here, but we'll turn it on just for the heck of it. Okay, nice line in front and a Lictor in the back, and some nice Knights of the Holy Sepulchre. Unholy Sepulchre. Hey, Barquet? Yes, sir. Yes, we are up and running. We're up and running. Well, they did pre-schedule this, and then I didn't sort of give any warning. We had some last-minute technical glitches, but we're moving pretty quick now. All right, so that looked fine. And other than that, now at home, do we see lictors? I don't see lictors. I see the Great Sage. So there's not a whole bunch else to say. Kyuumann needs to win the whole tournament so that we can make fun of him without being mean-spirited. Okay. Well, I'm not quite getting where that's coming from, but I mean, there's been some upsets in the tournament already that were a little bit off guard, but this is quite a few times Ermor has been pulled out. Pythium. You want to... Oh, okay. But I will do that. So I had a request through Discord to people want to see the log coming on the fights. They need construction 2 before they do Lichter spam. Construction 2 for a skull staff, I'm guessing, is what you're getting at. And alrighty, well, we will see. We will see. Oh, the turn's up. Oh, a messenger. Totally meant to get penetration blasts and not magic weapons. Whoops. Whoops, bit of a glitch there. You guys saw that? Well, you'll see it in a minute. There's a bit of a delay. I'll just leave it up for a second. Okay, so you should see that as soon as the delay is done, and then each of them got an expansion. So here we have just basic Greek infantry doing their thingy. And here we have Ermor, and they're charging straight at each other. Well, that should be exciting. Should be very exciting. All right. He asked me to hit 2. Well, I'm not really sure what else I get for sitting 2 that I didn't have already. But anyways, I'm going to speed this up. Okay, yeah, there's the profit. And hidey-ho, and off we go. Splatty, splatty, splat. Lots of javelins, and here comes a Lichter, and they're gone. Okay, so that was easy, minimal losses, and then for Pythium, yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody else that is upcoming has to deal with Ermor right now. Lots of smiting going on, and that's about it. Okay. So not too much else to see here. So we've got some pretty basic stuff happening so far. They're waiting on me, so let's do the turn. So turn 5. And things are moving forward. You gonna host, Mr. Turn? There we go. And 2 each. Okay. Pop out, pop back in. Let's look at the map. All right. That didn't work. Oh my gosh. That did not work at all. They just got shot. Yes, sir. I think I can... I'm going to predict that they just all got shot. Yes, sir. They just didn't close quickly enough. Crippled or limp. Look at that. He got a limp. Leaves them behind, and there's just too darn many of them. So that was a bit expensive to have that fail. Yeah, I think we can safely say the gladiators are not so good against masked archers. Over here, this army is starting to shrink in fairly significant ways. So, have they been remembering their PD? They have. And here, the forces of Ermor are just chugging along on a direct rush. Long Deads and Soulless, so probably not a heck of a lot to see here. Nothing to see here. Well, it looked to me like most of it was just they just got shot. Yeah, but you saw as much as I did, Cy, that most of them didn't even get there. Well, these three Knights of the Unholy Sepulchre have held up really quite well. Well, they got multiple. What have they got? They got regen and all the other goodies. Yeah, so... Anyways, they're holding up very nicely. All right, well, maybe you want to stream these, Cy. Because you seem to see more than I do when I'm trying to do multiple things. Anyways, we're done there. No, I don't think I should exit and come back in the turn's here. So let's see what we got. What do we have? Well, he's still chugging away. That's pretty good. Not too shabby, all things considered. And he's making some more dudes. Now, we should look at some graphs this time, I think. So I'll pop out and take a look and see what we can see in the graphs. But first, oh, okay. I thought Ermor might be making a direct beeline straight for Pythium's cap, but he chose to divert a little bit. Divert down to the south. There's some pretty good links in here people have used. You know, you can come around these bypasses. And once you got Ermor over here for a second group, okay, just long dead. And as he started a fort, this is the popular fort spot. We've seen that quite frequently. Other than that, not too much. So let's take a look. Quite close. These two colors, what do we got? The slightly brighter one is Pythium. Forts, nobody. Income. Well, not too shabby for Ermor when you consider. But, you know, he's expanding faster than he can kill his population. So that works. Gem income, yeah, fairly equal. And research, Pythium has a substantial advantage. Or at least substantially more research. Well, yeah, you know, what I saw was guys getting shot and taking damage as they were running forward. But I didn't province graph. I'll show it again here. Yeah, there's the province graph. Sorry, there's a delay here. I don't know which is the worst delay, whether it's my streaming software. Nah, they're both delayed. Either way, I see your comments a little after I speak. Well, to be honest, I mean, well, anyways, never mind. There's not a whole heck of a lot else to see, and they're waiting on me. So, my mistake there. I'm going to need more tea here quick, too. These guys are playing fast. Oh, well, no expansion by Pythium this turn. None whatsoever. All of the messages were Ermor. Well, that's kind of significant. I'm just going to glance. I better do my exit and come back so I don't hold them up. Yes, Ermor sure could take that route. Neither of these are very difficult. That's just Tritons, not Shark Tribe. Tritons and Sea Trolls. Well, that's what I saw the last game with Ermor is, you know, letting them get too many provinces, pretty painful for the other side. Well, here comes significant bunch of Atarius and some Acolytes. So maybe he's got a plan here. But that's quite a lot of expansion for Ermor. Now this army, okay, 6 knights. This one is the, oh, he lost 1 lictor there, taking out the heavy cavalry, and all 3 knights. So that army's fairly damaged. Sorry, I'm moving pretty quick just in case, so I can have a glance at things before I look at maybe watching any fights. And that's just long dead. So that was all 4. And this one either failed, that failed. Well, he just went at it with ghouls and long deads and soulless, so not too surprising. All right, Jacob, we'll catch you next time. All right, let's look at graphs. Well, that was a big jump. That was a big jump for Ermor on the graphs. Forts-wise, yeah, that was a big jump on the province graphs. Ermor made a major leap ahead. And income, wow, that's kind of amazing. Ermor's keeping up with income. Gems, nothing much there. And research, not bad, but we could see rolling out some Magi from Pythium. And Dominion, I don't think is going to have any real significance. Army size, Pythium's had some attrition, quite a bit. And Ermor took a bit of a lump this turn on army size, but yeah, most of that's not too hard to replace. So I think the most interesting one is probably this one. And that was the heavy cavalry. So let's see why he lost his knights and his 1 lictor. Yeah, okay. The knights ran up and took the lance. And 1 heavy cavalry is dead. No knights are dead yet. Okay, 1 knight's out. Where'd the look? All right, let's have a look. So all 3 knights are dead. And killed by, can we tell? Hit by broadsword. Yeah, just melee. And this one, a hoof hit, and that was it. So he just damaged by weapons. Looks like it. On a quick glance. And the turn is done, so I gotta go. Okay. What the heck? Okay, Pythium took this one. So he's got 4 Acolytes and a Rotarius. I gotta pop out, pop back in. These guys are going fast. And Ermor. So how many attacks? We had 2 attacks by Ermor, 1 by Pythium. Pythium succeeded. Minimal losses. 3 Rotarius. The Ermor fights. Ooh. Oh. That did not go well. And what happened here? And he bounced off barbarians. The nature regen doesn't apply at all. Yeah, well, I notice they have no hit points. We have time to watch this one. Well, and they were getting one-shotted, right? Well, 3 damage from the hoof, so he must have taken some other somewhere else. I didn't really have time to look at it in more detail. I wonder why that guy's way up front. It is my guess that was not intentional. Well, oh, and he's still in front. And he's dead. And that was that. Well, son of a gun. That was expensive. That was an expensive error. Son of a gun. He was up front. He stuck his only commander up front. And everybody else melted away. I wish I had this turned on to save games. No, I can't even save that turn. It's too late now. Sorry, I didn't even try to, I didn't turn on, I'm going to turn that on real quick. I'm going to go turn on my save games because we might want to do a post-mortem of some of this shenanigans. I got to pop out and go to the Clockwork Bot. Here, okay. Why is that game not showing up? Come on, you stupid thing. Oh, I didn't claim. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, I'm just trying to take a moment here. I'll turn on a fight. You guys could watch a fight. What do we got here? Have we got any fights to see? We have nothing? No messages, no fights. Well, nothing to look at. So let me see if I can... Oh, you son of a gun. Thingy. There it is. Okay, let me turn on my turn backups. Just in case we want to do a post-mortem, but this is going so fast. There's not much time. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Wipe out an entire army. It is recorded in video form, but we can't see it in much more detail. But oh boy, we need a clip here. What's the time here we're at? I gotta make a note. We're at 32 minutes, so right around 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna make a note. We're gonna want to pop back to this and review this in interesting detail. So, all right, I need a pen and paper. Anyways, I'll get to that. So there's nothing to see here, but is the turn ready? Yes, turn is ready. We have one fight. Oh, they're fighting each other. Aha. Oh. 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 Look at that. Look at that. That is the only fight this turn, but I gotta leave and come back so I don't hold these guys up too much. That is the only fight? That is the only fight. And what's coming up here? Soulless ghouls, long deads. We got back at home. Lictors, long deads, some knights. Well, I think we want to watch. All right, front line of shields. Back line of gladiators. Personal luck, sermon of courage. Twist fate. Word of power. Okay. It's not a communion. And the tower shield boys, they hold the line. Here comes the gladiators. Oh, there we go. Stellar decree. Divine blessing. Solar rays. Stellar decree. Wowzer. Look at that. And the gladiators go and take out the knights. The heavy cav. And a lot of banished undead. Well, I don't know what else to tell you guys here. You saw it. You saw it first here. And this is Independence came and harassed Ermor. All right. Well, we don't need to watch that. Whoosh. So let's look at graphs. So, army size. Some serious smackdown. Pythium did end up losing his job. That is correct. Yeah, we can take another quick look at the results there. That's probably worthwhile. So, yeah, he lost all his Velites. Almost. But he didn't lose many Rotarius. Ermor lost free spawn. So, whatever. And a fairly hefty chunk of PD. Yeah, pretty hefty chunk of PD. So a fair bit of gold lost. If he stays cool, yeah. Well, we got, what do we got? Rotarius here. More Rotarius. Second fort up. Okay, let's go back to graphs. So, provinces. So, we now have Pythium with a bit of a lead. Never cast solar rays over banishment. Except those weren't lictors. Those were just long dead. Okay, Pythium got up a second fort. Income for Ermor is going into the toilet, of course. But he's not expanding to get more provinces. You know, sort of out chasing ahead of his candles. A gem income. Ah, it looks like that central province was worth a bit of gems. I didn't look at sites. Research. No major change there. Yeah, Indies did as much damage as Pythium. Dominion, nothing too significant there. So when you see a flat line for a free spawn nation, that's a bit worrisome on the army graph. You think you may have had a fort going on up here. Maybe they weren't in banishment range. That is quite a possibility. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. They're fairly far back. We might be able to, we do have some time here to watch this again. So we did his buff cycle, twist fate, word of power. Oh, turns up. Okay, I'm not going to get to see it again. Those are all pretty good predictions, but I'm not going to hold these. Kyuumann is Ermor. Kyuumann is Ermor. Showing right here. There you go. And of course, you can go look that up. All right, I'm going to jump in. Oh, fights, more fights. Okay, exit and come back. So, I am pretty tight for time to actually watch anything. So we'll have to watch here. Okay, so free spawn attempts to bash away province defense. Fairly hefty province defense. Looks like 21. Actually, we can tell here. 21, yeah. And some Rotarius are lost. Probably all of them, because they all got into the fight, and he annihilated. But before we view it as a fight, what do we have here? 20 lictors and 7 knights, 3 knights dead, and some long dead. All right, so they're moving forward after clearing the way. And they took out these knight commanders and knights with fairly minimal cost. And over here, expansion with ghouls and long dead. Okay, that works out well. So, none of the Rotarius survived this fight. Oh, he's got the Rotarius all right up front. Even in front of his PD Knight heavy cavalry. Trading free spawn versus Rotarius. Yeah. Well, this isn't how I would have done this. I wouldn't have put, I don't think I'd have put the Rotarius in front. Okay, that's Stellar Decree. Some solar rays. And the solar rays are hitting quite close, which I would think is still in the same range as the Banish. This is all kind of odd. all kind of odd. These guys are maybe playing too fast. Well, I have time. I'd like to see this one. That's kind of an expensive way to use Rotarius. Oh, nap 3 question mark. Yes. Okay. Well, this is, I guess, effectively a no Diplo game, but the Knights just don't cut it, do they? They really just don't cut it. The Knights of the Unholies. Pythium is buying just Rotarius, it looks like. Very few Velites. Oh, well, the heavy cavalry ran away, so that saves them a bit. Well, the Knights, actually. Either way. Does Pythium have anything in reserve? Rotarius. Retiarius, maybe is better pronunciation, but he is not buying just ordinary front line. Well, okay. So the burning question is, let's get the new turn. Let's get the new turn. All right. An expansion by Ermor and some independence attack. Pythium. And that's a significant army. Ermor expanded. And he went up against the Jades, which he attempted earlier. Pythium has no fights. Let's look for that one independent. Where is it? Where is this? And some barbarians attacked, and he lost the province to them. How many forts is Ermor making? I don't see. Oh, he got one up. So one. One is up. I don't see any more under construction. I know I'm punching through these fast, but these guys are playing really fast. So let's just review that. No fort. No fort. One up. No fort. 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 That's it. Oh, for a short game. It's looking like it might be a little short, but all right. So we're back to graphs. Got army size. Yeah, it either works or it goes bad. I don't know. Okay, army size, Dominion. Oh, some serious drop in Dominion for what? Was there an event? I'm thinking there must have been an event. Now, I was going to check this gem income thing for that central province. Oh, I don't see any sites. Yeah, I should turn candles on. So Ermor's income is disintegrating to diddly diddly nadla. Because his people are dying, of course. You know, that one's doing okay. And that has none of his candles. This one has a good number of candles, So his candles are spread ahead of his expansion to a certain degree, killing things off. And I don't, you know, not a whole heck of a lot to see here. I don't think we'll see anything. All right, back to graphs. So income, yeah, pretty significant advantage. So forts, they're equal now. Provinces, he has lost 2 provinces to Indy. That is the correct statement. And turn is up. Pythium still has income. Oh, okay. Oh, a scout probe. Alrighty. 134 Rotariuses. Where is that? Holy molies. Holy molies. I have to pop out and in. Let's start from the highest level viewpoint. So Ermor expanded over here. Oh, with just junk? With just junk. Yeah. Miscellaneous junk. Got the Silos of Aliens. Oh, there you go, Sai. That was Sai's comment. Ermor could go down into the water here, which he did. So that gives him a way to sort of come around the backside. And this one for Ermor, that was easy peasy. And did Pythium have to fight anything here? He did not. And the Neater is here. Well, looky, looky. Here comes the Neater. Oh, well, son of a gun. Look at that. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, the fight is very interesting. All right, so on the grand scheme of things, what do we have? We have potential for Ermor to harass. He got across this river here because he can. So he could harass to this side. And my map filters keep turning off, which is kind of weird. I guess they do. Spam gladiators to rush the cap. Looks like that was the plan. Correct. Is now the time to change up. In case that fails. Now, how many Theurgs did he break? 9 Theurg acolytes. And the Neater. So how many more? No, we can kind of tell probably from his research graph. He flatlined. He has sent out everything. They both flatlined. They both sent out everything. Okay, well, if they both flatlined, what's the Great Sage doing? Summoning, I assume. Because both of the research graphs have flatlined. You think it's a good game? For who? I'll let you make that prediction. I don't think I want to make any more predictions on that. I've been missing the boat too often. Holy moly's. Just wasn't a whole heck of a lot to see here. None of these fights really show us anything. Kneecapped his expansion and pulled all his magi. That is correct. If this doesn't work, he's in a pickle. Yes, I agree. He's very much in a pickle. Pickle's a good word for it. Okay, turns here. Oh, and... oh, look at that. So he's still just pushing ahead with a little bit of shenanigans. And that was the sum total of everything? Okay, so Pythium is putting all these Retiarius together. Retiarius. How quickly can he break the fort? I don't know. Well, first off, we'll see if he kills this big Ermor army here. That'll be the first one. And if he wipes it. And the Great Sage is still sitting at home. So on the research graph. No, the Great Sage started researching again. Does that mean he's out of gems? Might mean he's out of gems. And there just isn't anything. Where was that little attack by this little force here? Way over here. All right. So let's look at the incoming candles again. Starvation's going to be a problem. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. YOLO? I think it's a YOLO. Yeah. I don't know what else you can do but YOLO at this point in time. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if this is, I gotta pop out and pop back in. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if this, so who predicted a turn 20 into this game? Somebody did. Does disease cause them to leave? Well, under their description, it might help us tell. So what does it specifically say? They only fight until they have been wounded or hit someone in battle before leaving. Does disease count as a wound in that case? Yeah, if you pinged them and they were diseased. Well, the starvation for morale is significant, but I think, you don't think so, Loggy? Yeah. It's you can't tell from interpreting what it says here. But we may find out very, very soon. It takes a little while for a decent number to disease. You sure don't want to be sitting there in these empty provinces. So supplies here are not bad. Well, 116, but he's at 220. So yeah, he's going to have starvation already. Well, it's kind of a unique situation. I mean, it's quite a unique situation. Well, what do you guys think about dueling with the one-trick pony versus a more broad sort of strategic option? Tell me how bad it is, doctor. Be honest. My doctor is very honest with me. Sometimes it's very bad. Although it hasn't been bad for a while. But when he told me I had cancer, he says, yeah, sorry about the bad news, but I want to just tell you. And he just flat out said, you have a giant tumor. Well, they're low supply provinces and they're dying. They're under Ermor candles. I mean, look at the supplies here, and then it gets worse and worse and God bloody awful. Well, it was a good comment about starvation. That might, I think he's going too slow. I think you got to move. If you're going to make this rush, I think you got to go fast. Okay, turns here. Okay, 2 fights. Let's go back in. All right, let's look at it on the map. Okay, well, let's check the other one. So let's check the Ermor versus Pythium fight. That was over here. Oh, that was just a scout ping. Well, let's see if there's any diseased here. And if we can tell. So look here, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Don't see any diseased. That's significant at this point. Ah, okay, that's a little better. He's still putting Rotarius in front of his PD. Odd. And here, all he did was attack a very itty-bitty little bit of PD. So, hopefully, we see, here's somebody diseased. Okay. There's one. Okay, so he's got a little bit of disease causing wounds already. Not a lot, just a little bit. It's hard to tell from here, but you can see a little bit of it there. Hey, he's even got oh, okay, that guy's got a never healing. It's a communicants. Yeah, all right. So basically 3 big lines of Rotarius. Front line rushes forward with some banners. So we have a lot of starvation going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks like an awful lot of starving. Well. Well. Okay, so Ermor doesn't really have anything more over here to raid this side of Pythium. Pythium is still making Rotarius. Maybe we'll glance at graphs. So research. Pythium is absolutely flatlined. Provinces. So income. Pythium's starting to shrink, actually. Forts, no change. Gem income, not much change. Research. Dominion. Army size. There just isn't much to see here. Anti-magic would sure help, wouldn't it? This is one of the, I guess in terms of broad versus narrow, this is about the narrowest strategy I've seen used yet. Banishment communions mainly. Okay, turns here. Well, I'm hoping we see a big... We do not see any fights. What the heck? Ermor took another water province. That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think this works, guys. It's basically banishment communions, yeah. We don't know if disease causes them to leave. That's the debate. So we can't really tell how many, and it's still around 320, so there could have been some losses, but we just can't see. Oh, well, I would imagine they have anti-magic. I mean, what else was all those pearls going to do? Were all those pearls going to do? I can't think of much else because he flatlined his research when he stepped out. So he hit his targets here, what, 6 or so turns ago. It is now turn 17, and we are very close to the crisis. Interesting. I don't see any lictors in the capital. Soulless priests, various undead. Wow. Yeah, I don't see much more. So that's kind of going to be a pain in the butt because it's going to come in. So how much PD is he tossing up? Fairly hefty. Fairly. Oh, he did a big PD dump there. Very big PD dump. Why is he just sitting there? I guess to combine all the troops and dump a big PD and hope that Ermor will attack against it. But Ermor didn't. Well, dudes, I gotta go put my kettle back on. So, brief away, just a short bio break. It won't be long. Okay, I'm back. No, I don't see any reason why Q would attack into Pythium. I agree with you there. He could just let him starve. Why not? He could just circle around like he's doing. You know, he's putting pressure on the flanks. Well, one flank right now, but I'm sure that we'll see more pressure from, say, over this direction, or perhaps these guys here. He's got a Mound King, so he can lead them. Okay, here's the turn. Is this it? Is this the big one? Big fights, baby. But I gotta pop out and come back in. All right, well, we could do this from the map, or we could, oh my gosh. Pugria and Tenvir. Let's do it by watching the battle. That's just a scout. Oh, Windlords. Well, son of a gun. Well, that's the PD. Okay. That's why they're Windlords. They do not leave just due to getting disease? Okay, cool. Thanks, Ruffsy. I assume that's what you mean. And what happened? Oh my gosh. Golly gee whiz. I believe it's a good game. I should have watched the fight first. Oh well, let's watch the fight. Look at that. Look at that. So we got a few Retarius rushing forward to die quickly. And I want to know Astral Shield, Strength of Giants. Huh. Okay. And Stellar Decrees, blasting away like crazy. And they're going at the lictors. The Stellar Decrees are going at the lictors. And he's brought his Theurgs up front, just behind this front line. Two more lines coming in behind. So really, flanking with the Knights of the Unholy Sepulchre is not working. And that's a lot of banish. Yes, sirree, that's a lot of banish. And the third line of Retarius has come up in front. Oh, okay. Ermor is coming around this flank. Are they going to get at the Theurgs? Oh, gosh golly. Touch and go. Okay, a couple of Magi are going to die. So, I just want to go back over Strength of Giants, Solar Rays, and then she fatigued out. Summarize for you. Dark Wolf, I could summarize in a minute. Or you guys can summarize for him. Oh, there we go. Sai's got the summary up. Thank you, Sai. Well, looks like quite a few Magi got killed. But Ermor got a stack wipe. Yes, sir. Ermor got a stack wipe. Wowzer. The 94 Retarius got directly killed, but it looks like a good whack of the brat away. Ermor lost 293 out of 300, so all that got away were the Censors and the Mound Kings. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And Pythium lost 7 Acolytes, and that hurts. And 1 Miracle Worker, a hero, and that hurts. Wowzer. So, there are 80 left, but very few Magi. Does he have more Magi coming up behind? Here's some more Acolytes. Here's some more Retarius, but Ermor is coming around the flank. However, that's not a difficult thing to stop. He's still making Retariuses in the back. All right, graphs time. We'll start with provinces. Ermor, significant advantage. Actually, before I do provinces, let's just take a glance here. So we looked at that one. We looked at that one. Just some long deads, took out some light PD. This one was the stack wipe, and this one was the scout probe. Now, maybe the idea behind that, well, son of a gun. All right, on the graphs. Forts, no change. Provinces, not significant on the change. Income, yeah, Pythium's a little short there. Gem income, okay, Pythium just took some more. Research, okay, but here's the clincher. Okay, but the thing is, Ermor's army graph was a great deal of lictors. I don't know why they don't take Fire Shield against Ermor. But then, if you're not going to use Sacreds and you're just going to rush with Gladiators, Fire Shield wouldn't help you. He's got a long walk with the rest of the Retarius. I agree with you there. Oh, here comes the turn. So does he siege? Burning question. Does he siege? The longer he waits, the worse it gets. Okay, my kettle's ready. I will just jump in. Oh, we got fights. We got some good fights. I see a battle on Ermor, so maybe while I go make my tea, he sieged it. He sieged it. And that was big defense. And he took it. Okay. I'll set this up for you guys to watch just while I pour my hot water. Only take a minute. Well, there's not a lot to see here. They each have 1 second fort. In fact, 1. Okay, so he wins. Centurions and a couple of Theurgs. Communicants don't show up on here. Okay, let's just look at the results again. So that was just PD. How much PD was that? I don't know. Quite a lot, I think. But maybe just the base 25. Yeah, you probably get 2 of each of these per point. And significant number following up. Serious supply problems, so they're going to starve, and they will be starving. And has he decided to stop this ugly bits of raiding in behind? He has not. That is going to put a kink on bringing reinforcements for them forward. All right, so let's review the battles. That Mound King failed. He tried to take barbarians over here and bounced off them miserably. Oh, Bear Tribe, not barbarians. Yeah, still, it's just free spawn. And then we saw the Ermor fight. Okay, here he went after some Bakemono and succeeded. And this was another raid by Ermor. All right, now I got to check the messages. Well, it is touch and go. And I can't tell if he has enough here. Well, what's here right now won't siege. Is the rest of it enough to siege? That's a burning question. Of course, what is also critical is that Pythium starves Ermor of gems, if possible. Knights from an event. Dunked by knights. He got dunked here. A pack of knights came and bonked on him, if that's what you meant. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to respond to all these comments because they're flying fast and furious, which is good. You guys chat. Misfortune 3, free scale. Yeah. Well, you know how that goes, but we haven't seen anti-magic with this pretender. So far, this pretender appears to be just doing Strength of Giants. In the one fight we saw it, it did Strength of Giants and then it banished. But it didn't do anti-magic. Yeah, it does seem to me that it would have been in Pythium's favor to just keep a small amount, a moderate amount of his basic infantry because they can expand. Just keep expanding. That's seems to me that would have been useful because now he's running out of money. He has to be running out of money because his income just, it's tanking really badly now. And that doesn't help. Oh, they're waiting on me. My bad. Well, we got a couple more fights. But let's have a look. So, the capital has a lot of gladiators on top of it. It has a great deal of gladiators on top of it. And I should check if there's any comments coming at me. What have we got? I am there. Yep. Yep. Okay, they were asking me why they were waiting for me, so I got to make sure I remember to do this each time. All right, what are these two fights? A Mound King failed because of a actually much better PD dump. Let's go look at that. What did he dump? He dumped Fort 11. Okay, so that ended the risk of that Mound King. And the other one is over here. Oh, that's the one we already saw. It bounced. What about this one? What is my mouse doing? Come on, Mr. Mouse. And, oh my gosh. And that one bounced. So, army size, Ermor has flatlined. That's not so good. Definitely not so good. Shadow Blast spam. Yes, that would work if, and he probably has it. So his god is inside there. I'm pretty confident. The god is inside there. Over here, he's got a Mound King. That's kind of the sum total. And Ermor's Great Sage is inside his capital. So kind of trapped. And we can't really see much else. There's just very little to see this turn. You know, I don't think watching this fight will tell us anything. It's just ghouls and soulless and a few long deads. And they'll just get shot, which they do. All right, I got to answer a phone call. So I'm going to put you guys on a wait. All right, I'm back. That was my mom. Yeah, you don't need to kill the Rotarius. That's correct. Oh, the phone's again. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm back. And the turn's here. So let's get our turn. Let's see what we've got to see. And I will pop out and pop back in. And messages. Nothing. So it's just siege. No counterattack from Ermor. No further raids from Ermor. More Rotarius moving forward with one Theurg. He's still buying Rotarius. And that is that. There's a small army here, but I don't see any Mound Kings. I think he's running out of Mound Kings. Oh, a spectator. Okay. Trying to find death gems. Got another fort up. Oh, Ermor got another fort up. Well, son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any more messages. There are not. All right, I got other information, and I do have the turns now available. If at some point we decide to go back, we can go back to what? Turn 11. And I need to remember that note. Write that down that we want to have a look here at minute 30 or timestamp 30. We'll log in there and note that one. Anybody else notices any really cool timestamps, let me know. Shadow Blast and Retreat would send a lot of Rotarius to retirement. I agree. Oh, that's a pretty quick turn. Okay, turn is up. Is this it? A couple of battles. Okay, a couple of battles. But I will pop out and pop back in. And I'll do this from the map. Oh, look. More crazy Ermorian raiding. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were set to a multi-move and that blocked it. That is my guess. This bunch of Rotarius here was set to a multi-move. Okay, so there's still 130 Rotarius left on top here. And this was Direwolves that bounced off the PD. So we don't need to worry about that. This is interesting and it has, oh, no, here's the reinforcements here. They've moved here to Nofia. So what we want to know is what happens here. Well, let us watch. And it's just a scout. Oh. Communion Master. And Communicants. And the Neater cast Astral Shield is what she's casting. Strength of Giants and Astral Shield. And that is it. All right. Well, we have nothing more to see here. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. All righty. Nope, we just kind of wait. If anybody wants to see anything specific, let me know, but I don't see anything to see. I don't see anything to watch. We just kind of wait. So I'm going to take a moment and step over and look at any discussions. Oh, quick turn. Turn is ready. That's good news. Magic duel. Good point. We have a fight on Ermor and a fight on Venna. So I'm going to look at this from the map. And did he catch the Mound King? Nope, just PD. So the Mound King probably went back in the water. That's what it looks like. And the only other fight was the one on Ermor. So what? Oh, and it's cracked. So what do we see here? Another scope probe. Okay. Well, next turn should be the clincher. So I'm going to pop out, pop back in. And is Ermor waiting to do a final attempt from here with everything he can? But can he move this many? 260 with Mound Kings. Pythium God may magic duel. I would not be surprised if it does. When it jumps inside there, or if there's a fight on top, I think it will kill the Great Sage fairly substantially. A very dead Great Sage. But all we can do right now is wait. Wait and see what happens. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, he could magic duel with just the basic mages, but he lost a lot of them. And then he had to bring a bunch more forward. So, I don't know. It's always a possibility. Yeah, I think he definitely wants to try to knock as many Vitarius off the storm as possible. That's what I would do. So, or maybe he wants to fight outside, but he could maybe do it as a 2-stage. Is that going to work? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say. Sure would be nice if there's something other than Retarius in case you end up getting whacked by something making them run away. But yeah, I am kind of running out of, there's just not a lot to show here while we wait. We are on pause. We are on pause while we wait to see what the next step is in the action. And it's a pause for me as much as it is for you. Maybe I should tell jokes. I could do that. I could tell jokes. That's what I'm going to do while we wait. I'll tell jokes. I've told this one before, but did you hear about the bankrupt cowboy? He went to the bank and asked for a loan. They said no. So then he asked for the manager and he wanted to make a complaint. And the manager said, "I'm sorry, but you can't make a complaint." "Why is that?" "Well, you have no beef." I think storming being risky depends on what's left inside. But he has to storm. He has to do something. Unless he can dom kill. But, well, he is knocking the candles down. I mean, they're down to one candle here on Ermor. So that's kind of significant. But I don't think there's any way to get a Dominion kill in a reasonable time period. Yeah, Dominion's pretty stable. Army size, roughly stable. Income, okay, so Pythium's actually getting better income again. Really good mob. Attacks over Darius disappear, then the mages storm alone. Yes, definitely. That would be a significant thing to pull off. And we are waiting to see what Ermor does, because it's him we're waiting on. I got more jokes. I gotta remember them. It is double S caster bless. That is correct. We have the bless here. Somebody can maybe scroll back up and find that bless or wherever the heck it is. Where the heck's Pythium's bless? We gotta scroll way the heck back. Way back. Way. No, I can't even go that far back. I have to do it again. It's S8. That is correct, Seventh Path. So we took magic resistance +3. What else was it? I don't know. I wrote it down, and it's way up above, and I can't. It doesn't seem to want to let me scroll that far back. Maybe, okay, maybe if I do all messages. Can I go back that far? No, it doesn't even let me. It's awkward. I'd have to muck about and go back. Way back in the stream. We're still waiting. So, did you guys hear about the neutron that went into the bar? He ordered a beer. He said to the bartender, "So, bartender, how much for the beer?" Bartender said, "For you, no charge." I got a few specialized dad jokes too. Oh, the blood vengeance, yeah. But I do have a few specialized dad jokes. One from my daughter when she was about 13. What's Mozart doing now? He's decomposing. He did say he accidentally took magic weapons. Yes, sir. He did say that. Hold on a sec there. Nope, no talking. No talking. Okay, I haven't got it. We just kind of have to wait. Just have to wait. Maybe we should do jokes by theme. We could have a politics argument. Talk about Ukraine or something. Or the Freedom Convoy. Ooh. Hot button topics. Probably best to be left off the live stream. I think I'll leave those off the live stream. Oh, here's the turn. Is this it? Is this the big turn? Is this the big turn? I'm anticipating with great levels of excitement. Messages. Okay, but I gotta leave and come back. I think he's gonna hit me with his army next to the cap. Then my troops will storm the fort where his army inside the cap will be waiting. My hope is to bait the army next to it this turn, then storm next turn. Hope it works. And hopefully he will have gladiators left. And Ermor did attack. And oh my gosh. That's a big army. There's quite a few lictors in there. And he got around the flank. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun. Oh boy, this is a mess. This is a mess. This is a very big mess. that going to be a dead neater? I think that's going to be a dead neater. Gladiators are running. All the magi are dead. And the neater is running. Can it get away? Can the neater get away? Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to speed it up now because all that's left to see is if the neater... It's almost awake again, but it's dying. It is dying. And that is a dead neater. Well. And it did not work. The rush did not work. The rush did not work. That was bad. For Pythium. That was very bad for Pythium. Now he gets to run back for home and we get to do this all over again. And we are coming up to, how long have I been streaming? We're coming up to 1 hour and 30 minutes. And this is nowhere near over unless one of them concedes. And at this point in time, I think it's getting too slow to keep streaming. Because I don't really enjoy streaming it when it slows down like this. That's a lot of pearls gone. Yes, 30 of them. Well, I think I'm going to convert this from stream back to... Well, maybe not yet. I'll wait a little while. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we hear anything. But I say, I would call this good game, but I don't know if they're going to quit. No word yet. See if anybody has any. I think it's a good game, but they could carry on for a long time. You know, this could carry on for a long time. Oh, I totally think Ermor's in a winning spot now. I didn't think he could pull off that many lictors. All right, I need to mute my mic for a minute. I'll just put this fight on slow replay. You guys can just enjoy watching it all over again. Well, no word on anybody conceding. So, yeah, I'm going to stop streaming and put this onto just archive the turns, and I'll follow up with a follow-up video when I know the results. But I think that's enough streaming. The pace is slowing to where it's just not really streaming stuff. So thanks everybody for coming by. It was a very lively discussion and a very interesting stream. And I will predict that this is game for Ermor. But who knows? It's not over.